me, Alexa, and today we're taking a look at the trailer for the upcoming Hollywood film, Cherry. So this film is directed by the Russo brothers, who you may recognize from the little film Avengers Endgame. So I'm quite excited about that to begin with, and it also stars Tom Holland, who you may recognize as Spider-Man. I saw Tom Holland in The Devil All the Way, which was already a pretty different role from Spider-Man, and it seems like this one is also quite different. He seems to be having a wide variety of roles coming up in these next couple of years, which is very exciting to see. One of the ones I must say for, which I don't know, there hasn't been any new updates for it, but Beneath the Scarlet Sky is a book I read like 2 years ago, and it was amazing. There hasn't really been any updates on that movie, but it was said that Tom Holland is supposed to star in it. And I was pretty excited about that. The only question I have is the character is Italian, so I wonder if he can do an Italian accent or if they're just gonna not do the Italian accent. I don't know, but that'll be interesting to see. But I don't know any updates on that, so for now I'll watch his other movies, I guess. So Cherry's going to be coming exclusively to Apple TV on March 12th, and I'm pretty excited to take a look. Without further ado, let's jump right on in to this trailer.
I'm 23 years old, and sometimes I wonder if life was wasted on me. I take all the beautiful things to heart.
That's a really good American accent.
I about die from it. If I could save time in a bottle,
I like this song.
Hey, I'm really happy you're here.
Why is that?
Because I like you. But there never seems to be enough time to do. You're it for me.
I feel the same way.
I joined the army.
Why would you do that?
Sometimes I feel like I've already seen everything that's gonna happen. And it's a nightmare. My one true accomplishment was not dying.
That's a pretty good accomplishment.
I have this noise in my head.
It'll stop. One day it'll go quiet.
I don't imagine that anyone goes in for a robbery if they're not in some kind of desperation. I've been at this a while now, and it's no secret what my face looks like. Get on the ground! The one thing about robbing banks is you're mostly robbing women, so the last thing you want to be is rude. Ma'am, it's nothing personal.
Last thing you want to be is rude. I love that, as you're robbing them.
I'm gonna make it through this. I love you.
Can you look back to when you met the one you loved the most? And remember exactly how it was? What you saw in her that made you say, yes, this is what I came here for. Sometimes I feel like I've already seen everything that's gonna happen. And it's a nightmare.
Said that twice. Okay. Dope. That was dope. I really enjoyed that. So I didn't really know much about this at all. I'd seen like some headlines for it and such, and that was really my extent of knowledge on the film. And now after watching this trailer, I'm really excited to watch it. It seems like this is gonna be an extremely emotional story, and it seems like Tom Holland kills it. I mean, he did a great job in this trailer, and I'm excited to see how he does in the full film, but it seems like it's gonna be a very intense movie. I could have just read the description and would have told me a lot. It says, an epic odyssey of romance, war, drug addiction, and crime. I tried not to read that stuff right beforehand. I just like looked who directed, who stars in it, which this one I already knew. Yeah, but so it's an epic odyssey of romance, war, drug addiction, and crime. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out why he robs banks. That said in there, the fact that you only do it if you're really desperate, and he's like, my face is no secret. So I'm intrigued to find out why he does it. I feel like it has something to do with, it seems like he definitely has some PTSD from the war, which is what leads to the drug addiction. And that maybe is a part of why he does the robberies. I feel like something has to happen with the girl. I don't know what, but something. I mean, she had that moment where she was screaming. She seemed to be always with him, but I feel like something has to happen to her. Maybe that's like the breaking point that starts him, like robbing banks. I also really like the song from the trailer. I thought that it was very fitting, and it had that really nice like soft vibe to it, while also, you know, they like edited it and it had some like harder hits and such, and it worked with the flow of the trailer so well. And I don't know, I really liked that. I liked the repetition of sometimes I feel like I've seen everything that's gonna happen and it's a nightmare. I think that was intriguing, especially in this very short, like 2 minute 40-second trailer, to have that line repeated. I think that kind of gives us a really good look into the film, and that it seems like that's going to be like the core concept of the storytelling, where it's his perspective and he feels like he already knows it's going to happen and it's all a nightmare. So I have a strong feeling that that's going to kind of be like his character's main emotional state, kind of. It seems like, you know, he starts out happy whenever he's dating the girl in high school, you know, he's sweet, a little kid, but then he goes off to war and a lot happens, and then somewhere during that he switches that mentality of, I know everything that's gonna happen is all bad. Like, I think it doesn't necessarily mean he, like, you know, is omniscient and exactly tell, like, this is gonna happen tomorrow, but it's more so just he knows that everything that's gonna happen is gonna be bad. And I hope that it ends with him maybe in a more hopeful and positive mindset, but I'm not sure if that's what the kind of movie this is. It all depends on what the story that they're telling is about how his character will end up at the end of the film mentally. And I'm interested to find out. I love that opening moment too. Like, you can tell he's not a bank robber. Like, he puts in the dollar, it's backwards, you know, he has to flip it around. For a moment I thought it was maybe going to be a bit more comedic than I thought whenever we had that first moment, but I think that that's not necessarily a comedic moment. It's like a little funny, but it's more so a representation just of his character and how like out of his depths he is with these bank robberies. It's definitely like, it's not who he is, but he's doing it for some reason. And I mean, I love the line too, where he's like, one thing about robbing banks, you're mostly robbing women, and the last thing you want to do is be rude. Like, you know, the last thing you want to do is rob a bank, you know, is also a argument to be made, but being rude, that's where we draw the line. Like, I think there's gonna be these small moments where it's not like full-on comedy, but there's slightly like funnier moments just because of how the character is, and it'll just kind of add some levity maybe to this extremely serious movie that deals with a lot of very serious issues, just to like help the story flow well, where it's not just constantly like drama, sadness. You have like those moments of brightness, and it'll also have some brightness through the way of their relationship, I think, and probably some other things that we haven't even seen yet, because this is a 2 minute 40 trailer, and there's so much more to the movie than this. But yeah, I'll be interested to see the full film. I'm just really interested. I think that was spectacular. That was a really great trailer, and it makes me really want to watch the movie. So good at what it does. Alright, so I think that is all I have to say about the Cherry trailer. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I hope y'all are staying safe out there and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!